Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Sunday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. This is about the third time I've done this because I keep messing up the name of the band. Chris Profi. Yeah, it's a unique band for sure. This is kind of a departure from my Versus series, which I'm absolutely love doing. And I've got another one on the go that I'll do in a couple of days. Mainly as you know, my genre is classic rock, hard rock. This is a departure. Don't have a lot of this type of genre in my musical collection, but really pleased about this one. I have 6 of their studio albums, and I just received this box set a couple of days ago. I'm just getting to talking about it now. And I keep on messing up the name. But here we go. This is Steeleye Span. Okay. This is Good Times of Old England, Steeleye Span, 1972 to 1983. The Chrysalis years. 12 CD collection brings together Steeleye Span's recordings over the 11-year tenure with Chrysalis Records between 1972 and 1983. Includes 145 tracks, 47 previously unreleased studio albums, 2 live concerts, plus an Australian-only live album. There's a list there. You can't read it, unfortunately. The writing's very, very small. But yeah. The reason I keep messing up the name, because I have 6 of their albums. I showed it a while ago now. I can't remember, a couple years ago. I was calling them Steely Span, thinking of Steely Dan. And then one of my viewers said, no, it's Steeleye Span. So hit me if I say Steely Span again. But they are a British rock band, folk rock band, formed in 1969. Originally put together by Fairport Convention's bass player Ashley Hutchings and a folk duo singing team of Tim Hart and Maddie Pryor. Maddie Pryor is the amazing lead vocalist. She's kind of the staple of the band. She's been with them forever. There has been some lineup changes in the band. They were part of the British folk revival in the 70s, and then until punk rock came and kind of put them in the back seat. Their music is mainly traditional songs, but they can still rock it out with the best of them because a few tracks on here surprised me there. They can rock it out for sure. Over their career, they've released 24 studio albums since 1970, and the last was in 2019. I've got 6 of their albums on vinyl, and again, I just received this box set that I'll go over in just a moment from Steeleye Span, not Steely Span. So on vinyl, and I love the cover of this one. This one was in the UK. It was called 10 Man Mop, and in the US it's called Mr. Reservoir Butler Rides Again. But I just love that cover. So cool. It's on the Chrysalis label. That is 1971 release. I believe the 3rd studio album. Their 4th looks more psychedelic on this cover than traditional folk. But this is Below the Salt. Some of these album titles are kind of strange, but they're cool at the same time. Medieval influences on this one, British folk rock. Combine the two together. You have Maddie Pryor on lead vocals, Tim Hart on vocals and dulcimer and guitar. Peter Knight on violin, viola, mandolin, banjo, piano, multi-instrumentalist. Rich Kemp on bass and drums and vocals, and Bob Johnson on guitars and vocals. Pretty cool stuff. And that'd be their lineup. There may be some changes in between, but again, Maddie Pryor was their main lead singer and the staple of the band, really. And I have Parcel of Rogues, Gorgeous cover. Again, on that black chrysalis label. Parcel of Roses is their 5th album, one of the most commercially successful albums. Then I have Now We Are Six. Okay. Now We Are Six is their 6th studio album, 1974 release. All Around My Hat, kind of a weird cover. All Around My Hat's 1975 release, their 8th studio album and their highest charting album, hit number 7 on the UK charts. And Rocket Cottage. Rocket Cottage was their 9th album, 1976 release. Some of these are included in the box set, for sure. So the box set opens like this here. Right off the bat, you get this nice, fairly thick little booklet explaining and talking about the band, showing some album covers. There's Below the Salt there. There's the Rogues cover. Now We Are Six. So yeah, a lot of these are included in this box set, but it's a fairly, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but fairly exclusive and informal. A lot of information on this one in this booklet for sure. There's Rocket Cottage. Just talks about the album and All Around My Hat. Talked about each album and how it came together. And Now We Are Six. It's just cool, very full of tons of info. And then it includes their 4th album, and I have this on vinyl. This is Below the Salt. There's the back cover there, and I think all the CDs look like that. And then Parcel of Rogues. Again, I had that on vinyl. Parcel of Rogues, their 5th studio album, 1973 release. Now We Are Six. Very, very tiny writing. Their 6th album, 1974 release. Common Crown, which I don't have on vinyl. Their 7th album, 1975 release. Again, very, very tiny writing. All Around My Hat. I have that one on vinyl. Their 8th album, 1975 release. Rocket Cottage, again, which I have on vinyl. Rocket Cottage, the 9th album, 1976 release. Storm Force 10, which I do not have on vinyl. Happy to have this one in the collection. The 10th album, 1977. And then a live album, Live at Last. Haven't heard this one yet, but I'm looking forward to listening. I know you can't see her very well, but that's Maddie Pryor there, the green dress. That was a 1978 release. Does it tell me where it was recorded? Winter Gardens, Bournemouth, sorry. The writing's so small. The Winter Gardens in Bournemouth, 1978. And then Sales of Silver, their 11th studio album. Okay. That is 1980. And we have, this is the Australian Only Concert, 1982. Okay. picture of Maddie there. Now we have Live at the Rainbow Theater, 1974. And finally, Live at the Berkeley Performance Center in Boston. I don't know who wrote that, but it looks kind of, it's almost like someone recorded a CD on their own, a personal CD. But yeah, Live at the Berkeley Performance Center, 1976. So that's it. That's the cool box set. Tons of songs to listen to. Looking forward to doing that today. And if you don't know these guys, definitely check them out. Again, it's a nice departure for me. You know, you go from Judas Priest to Steeleye Span, and yeah, really, really good stuff. There you go, guys. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.